Hey guys, day number 6 of the 25 days of Sketchmas. So, today's sketch took me quite a while to do. Not gonna lie. It's simple, but it takes a lot out of you. At least it took a lot out of me. At least to put together. Alright, so we have an A2 size card base. Oh my word. Going crazy over here. Wanting to say all these things. Alright, so we have the card base. Then we have a mat of 4 by 5 1/4. Then we have another mat of 3 by 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Then another mat of 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So I'll say those again. 4 by 5 1/4, 3 3/4 by 5, and then 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Alright, so you should end up with 3 mats and then your card base. Then you're going to need a banner piece. You're going to want 2 pieces of paper on top of a piece of paper on top of the banner, so it's a double banner. And your first piece is going to be 1 by 2 1/2, and then your other piece is going to be 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. Alright? Then, see, it's very complicated. I went very complicated this time. Then you're going to want a sentiment piece of a rectangle that's going to be 3 1/2 by 1. Okay. So then you're going to I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, so many measurements, right? Well, then you're just going to want some embellishments. I chose 5 because of the size and the placement, and if you want more or less, you do it. I originally had an idea of 3 of now you guys are going to think I'm super crazy. Yeah, let's make sure I don't spill it. 3 of these holly berries that I got from this die set, which is a wreath from CC Designs, and it cuts out these tiny little berries and these tiny little wreaths, and I was going to put them on my card, and I recommend, oh, I just spilled them everywhere. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got him. It's all good. Crisis averted. Oh, goodness gracious. I already lost 1 circle. I mean, actually it was 2 because I double die cut it up. Oh, it's so sad. After all that work. Alright. So that is our sketch today. Hopefully, oh, wrong way. Hopefully you guys can follow that. So banner, and then 3 mats. Well, the top is going to be your image or an image from the paper, whichever you decide, and then your sentiment, and then your embellishments. Okay? Okay. So let's work. Well, actually, let's see what card I made, that was inspired by my sketch. That might be, useful. Alright. I was feeling red today. You like how I just switch colors every day, Like, oh, I feel like gold. I feel like blue. It was blue for the longest time. Finally got my blue out. Alright. So it's red. Christmas. So that's what my card looks like. And we're going to go ahead and make that. So, I know you guys don't like when I turn my stuff all around, but I gotta be able to see it. No, it's upside down for you guys, but get over it. Alright, so I have a CC Designs image. Victorian Emma. She is so adorable. She was like one of my first stamp purchases. Maybe my second, I'm not sure. But I believe she's still on CC Designs page. She should be. I don't see why she wouldn't be. She's so adorable. Alright, so that is my 3.5 by 4 3/4 mat. And then I have a piece of red. It's just some cardstock from Hobby Lobby. Use whatever you have though. And I'm going to glue her onto my red cardstock mat. Ugh, if I can get it off the other one. And that mat is 3 3/4 by 5. And I just colored her up with markers and Crayola markers. Gotta be like, no! But yes, I used Crayola markers. So I was feeling a marker vibe, but I don't have Copics. So I think she turned out really cute even though I don't have markers. But I used Crayola markers and then my hubby's, what is it? His really old set of color pencils. I probably have told you guys this story. But he was moving out and he was going to throw these colored pencils away. And he's like, I've had these forever. And I was like, no, like, they're colored pencils. I mean, they do whatever they need to do. So next we're going to glue it onto this mat, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And all I did to that was take my ugly sweater stamp. I know, isn't it adorable? I know it's not like the cutest thing on my paper, but it is on this stamp. It's because I didn't really care how it turned out, like in the middle. All I wanted was the edges. And that's what I got. Doesn't that look adorable? Say yes. Whee! And then we're going to rub it down. Give it the good rub down. Ugh. Ugh. Gotta make sure it's not hiding anything. Right? My coppers. People who watch cops. Or used to. I don't know if it's on anymore. Alright, so that is our mats. Doo-doo. Okay. Then we're going to put it on our card base. Seems like it's simple once you get the measurements down. Right? I guess, kind of. I was afraid I wasn't filming there for a second. Alright, so now we're going to put that on our card base, and guess what? We're going to rub it down again. Our cards must feel so much love from all this all this rubbing that we're doing on it. That's the best part of handmade cards, is the love. And the rub downs. Okay, that's kind of wrong. Sounds kind of bad. Alright, so now our sentiment. I went ahead and inked it with red. And that is 3.5 by 1 inch. That's all you need. And I'm going to put it on the second mat. Like, put the corner on the second mat. And then rub that down. Gotta give it that love. Love. Alright. Next, let's go ahead and make our banner. So our banner piece is, I'm using the red for my biggest piece, which is 1 by 2.5, and then I took a section of that paper that I went ahead and stamped with the ugly sweater paper, and that is 3.25 by 2.5. So 1 by 2.5 by 3.25 by 2.5. So it should look something like that. Let me put it on. Give that a good rub down. And then I'm going to take my scissors and just do a banner. I'm concentrating. Because for some reason I could never get my banner the first time. Takes me like 5 tries. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no. Actually, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Ah, shoot. Of course, mess it up then. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that on. So that goes right beside her head. But you can put it next to whatever you want. This is your card. I'm going to put it right on the card base. And then it will go on top of the mats. Rub it down real good. This part of the card needs a good rub down again. Alright, so next we're going to do our embellishments. And I have 5 snowflakes from this Paper Studio Punch. It's so tiny, but they come out super cute. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the snowflake. Just going to put them on kind of like a zigzag, I guess you could call it. Or you could do whatever you want. You know what? It's a free country, right? At least I'm pretty sure most of the countries that watch me are free. I mean, if it was a free country, I don't think you'd have YouTube, would you? I don't know. Let's not think about that. Ugh. Sticky snowflakes. It has not, well, it snowed a little bit here, like one night, and it was only like a few flakes. It wasn't much. And then I'm thinking normally it snows end of December, maybe? So, no, actually, I've seen her, I don't know, maybe, it's normally a little before December, or a little before Christmas, I think, at least normally, and it's supposed to be a bad winter, at least the Farmer's Almanac and other people have said, but it's just freezing cold, that's all it is. Up here in Ohio. I don't know about anywhere else. It was pretty cold when we went down to Mississippi, but my card needs a little bit more glue on the edge here. It likes to live on the edge. Well, when I put glue on it, it does. Let's see, maybe that'll do the trick. Oh no! My snowflake! Alright. So don't mess with it too much. I think that's what... Oh no! There. With a little... What is it? Tentacles? Snowflake tentacles. They went off. All weird. cracked myself up. Alright. That's a sign of being mentally insane. Just cracking yourself up. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. When I went to cosmetology school, some of the girls that I went to school with, they used to call me Dr. Kendra, because I was able to tell if somebody had a fever, and that seemed like so weird to them. I was like, all you gotta do is put your wrist on your forehead, and you can tell someone's temperature. Like, how is that weird? So they called me Dr. Kendra. Yeah, I had a lot of names actually. Good time. But here are the beautiful cards. Let's get back on card subject, except for snowflake tentacles. And here they are. Aren't they adorable? So I didn't mention, I did a different kind of color technique. I used marker on the hair here, and I was like, I don't really like that, so then I went ahead and did colored pencil on here. And I was like, I gotta fix that somehow. And then I really like how that turned out. So, what do you guys think? Which color, do you like the colored pencil better, or do you like the marker better for hair? I don't know. I'm not a coloring expert by any means, that's for sure. But I think they turned out really cute. And I like this sketch a lot. Because, you know, all these people, well, I know generally I like to make cards with images, but then you're like, well, how do I fill in things? Like, do I add a sentiment here, here? And then sometimes we can go overboard with embellishments, and we don't know how to, like, proportion it. And I think this card kind of proportions itself, right? At least I think so. I like it. Do you guys like it? I do. Alright, so here's the sketch again. I'll run by the numbers again. Banner 1 by 2.5, 3 by 2.5, and then your mats are going to be your card base, and then 4 by 5.25, 3 3/4 by 5, and then 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then your sentiment is 3.5 by 1, and then your little embellishments. Let me squeeze in here, and I'll show you one last time. Stop. Alright, I hope you guys are having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy. Let me remind you that. Because, I mean, sometimes we can have some crazy bad days. And, like, oh my gosh, when I was doing the challenge update or whatever, and the video before that, when was that? Was it the 4th video? Day 4? I think. My camera, the battery was exhausted. So it cut off in the middle. So I'm sorry I didn't get to do my outro or whatever. Didn't get to talk to you a little bit. But yeah, my battery was exhausted. So I put my batteries in the rechargeable slot. And then I was like, well, I gotta do a video for my challenge update. So I tried to make one on my Kindle Fire. And I was like, oh yeah, this is going so great, right? And it ended up sucking. So if you didn't understand the whole video, my challenge is extended to December 18th. I'm sorry that it's been some crappy video. I don't know what happened there, and I don't know how to fix it. So that's what happened. Alright, hope you guys have a crazy day. Bye.